Brooklyn Independent Television.
Well, folks, we are towards the end of our show, and joining me is a couple of gentlemen I've known for quite some time, basically since I started here. And his name is Dexter, and also Darren Dixon, but we'll get to Darren a little bit later. But Dexter's worked for several news media outlets here in the city, and Dexter, you're on your own, right?
Yeah, on my own. Have my own company, Backpack Broadcasting, do reporting on sports, PSAL, football, basketball. So it's a good thing going. A lot of independent journalism. People like it. Students like it, so it's good.
And it's a different perspective that you bring.
Yeah, just bringing a different
It's not the same old.
Yeah, but also just giving people, different options.
Different complexion too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And also Darren Dixon, the coach who knows football talent throughout the city and has also worked with a lot of these kids too.
Absolutely. I work with PSAL, actually coach with the PSAL, Canarsie, Sheepshead Bay. I've actually worked with Lincoln a couple of years. And I'm just out here to, introduce some of the new talent that's coming out and hang out with Mike for an hour or two.
Oh man, that's great. All right, good. All right, let's get over that. All right, cool. Enough of that. Now let's talk about the football season that is ahead of us. We're here at Lincoln High School, home of the PSAL defending champs. What is the likelihood of them repeating, going in for a repeat? Because, previous year they lost 8-6 to Fort Hamilton. Last year they won it. They beat Erasmus Hall 20-12 at Yankee Stadium. And the other question I also got to ask you before we get into that, do you like the fact that they are playing at Yankee Stadium? Because a lot of folks don't like, some folks I spoke to say they could do without it, obviously at Midwood. But for the kids' sake, Yankee Stadium's not a bad place. But go ahead.
I love the fact that they're at Yankee Stadium. I mean, I guess it's a better venue than Midwood Field. Midwood Field, they've been there for quite a few years, and now that they have this new home in Yankee Stadium, the kids love it, the fans love it. I mean, there's a couple of people that don't really care about it, but for the most part, it's great.
And it's for the kids anyway.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked it at Midwood Field, but the venue is not the greatest one, so I can understand why Darren says that he likes it at Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium, obviously, the baseball stadium, but the football games that have been held there, Army's played there recently, Notre Dame, people have said that...
Morgan State, Grambling, Morgan State and Hampton this year, folks, anyway.
Got to shout those schools out. So people have liked the events that have been held there, and it's worked well. So if the kids like it, I'm all for it.
So what does it look like for the Rail Splitters for you this year, for you guys?
Well, it's hard to compete. They have the talent, they have the coaching staff.
A lot of players have left.
They have the experience, yeah, but they got new guys that's coming up, and they're just going to fill in and take their place. It's very hard to compete in the PSAL because of the power ranking. And where you finish at the end. That's what makes it hard.
And that's in the championship division.
Right.
Because they have the championship, they have the bowl, and they have the cup.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard for them to expect them to repeat again. It's hard to repeat any time in PSAL with football. But as Darren said, they have the talent there. They've got a talented young running back who got some carries in the sophomore season, was averaging over 7 yards a game. He can come right in that feature role and do that. So if the running game is strong, I think they can compete. I wouldn't count them out. But there are other teams that have more experience coming back that I think, will be at the top.
Okay, speaking of the teams coming back, we have the Orange Wave. Jefferson, they're supposed to have the player in the state.
No, they do have the player in the
Ebenezer,
state.
Agudeco. Did I say his name right?
You said it.
Got it.
Did I say it right?
You got it. No
Ebenezer, if I didn't, not
Don't worry, he'll chase you down if you
I want to
got
chase
it
you down. All right, but go ahead.
The last time I spoke to him, he was undecisive whether he wants to go to Notre Dame or Syracuse. Those are the two schools that he has in mind, and I'm not sure if he picked one yet, but that's where his mindset is. He's trying to decide which one of those he will go to. I think personally, if it was up to me, I would tell him to go where you're going to play, bottom line. Whichever one of those schools you're going to play at, that's the one you go to. That would be my advice to him.
Oh, is Syracuse a likely place anybody play, Dex?
Yeah, I think that's the place he can get definitely the most playing time if you went to Syracuse. Obviously, be a good fit for him, and I kind of agree with Darren. I would tell any kid, hey, go where you can play. This is a sport where you don't know what your shelf life is going to be,
right.
Playing the game, so get the best opportunity for you.
Is it also good to play within your region? Not that these kids cannot compete with the talent, maybe in the SEC and across the school, the other schools across the country, because a lot of our kids have. But politically and regionally, are they better off staying within this region?
Not necessarily. I mean, I understand where you're coming from with that, but not necessarily. It all depends on the kid. If they can compete in the classroom and they can deal with the atmosphere where they are, not in their region, then okay. If it's a kid that's probably going to get homesick real quick, yes. But for the most part, no. No, I don't think that really matters.
College is one of the biggest decisions, these kids this age are going to make in their lives. So if they know they can handle being away from home, homesick, that's a huge factor, as Darren mentioned. If they know they can handle that, along with the other pressures of competing, playing on the team, and doing everything that's asked of them, they know they can handle that, then they should do what's best.
Let's move across to Staten Island real quick, where they say Tottenville's also one of the teams to beat this year. Brandon Barnes, quarterback, injured last year. He's back. He's a senior.
I like Tottenville. Tottenville was pretty good last year. But I think there's another team that you got to look out for, too. You got to look out for the Orange Crush. They are up and coming. I believe that they're going to be a team that you got to watch out for. I really do.
Right, so in Brooklyn, it's the Orange Crush.
In Brooklyn, the Orange Crush. That's my...
What about in the Bronx, DeWitt Clinton?
DeWitt Clinton, I mean, they were right there. They've got some great talent coming back again. For me, really, I'm high on Tottenville. Why? Because they've got a quarterback leader who had a 91+ QB rating last year. He's now coming back. He knows how to lead the team, and I think that's really invaluable when you're looking at high school football. A quarterback that knows how to lead, got some experience last year, can now put it.
Okay, real quick. Also, I know my producer's over there. He's giving me the finger to wrap it up. Not that finger, but he's giving me the finger to wrap it up. But anyway, let's talk about where we got in the bowl division. It was Madison High School in the Cup. It was Micheal. How do you guys see it, real quick, across in the bowl, in the championship, and in the Cup, real quick? Do you see these guys winning it again? Or you see?
I see them competing for it again. I see they'll be in it. They're right there. They're the champs. You can't take that away.
Fort Hamilton.
I like Fort.
Okay. I like it. All right. Cool. You know what? We'll see, gentlemen. We'll have our eye on the football season during the course of the fall.
Keep an eye open for South Shore.
We'll do that.
And the Orange Wave,
like
you said.
All right, well, folks, we are out of time here on In the Zone. I'm Micheal Bellamy. Take care. Thanks for joining me from Lincoln High School. Take care and enjoy the football season. Bye-bye.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at bricartsmedia.org/BIT.